Hello, we are Sorted Food. Welcome to Fridge Cam.
Jamie Spafford is very happy because we got sent a present earlier this week.
Ta-da.
That's whiskey, it's by Jameson. What is it?
It's their Caskmates Stout edition.
Yes, we don't know what that is either, but it sounds delicious. A while back we actually visited the Jameson distillery in Dublin, and Jamie couldn't make it, could you? So I think they felt sorry for him.
So here's what's going to happen. We're going to drink some of it and enjoy it, but we're also going to use it to try and make the ultimate Irish coffee.
And we're going to pair the ultimate Irish coffee with the ultimate cinnamon buns.
So, what makes a good Irish coffee? What is an Irish coffee? Let's cover that one first. Irish coffee is a cocktail consisting of coffee, Irish whiskey, sugar, and topped with thick cream. The cream must be cold and not whipped, and the coffee hot. So, Jay and I went to learn all we could from whiskey expert and new man crush Ronan, more on that later, as Ben and Baz worked out what food would make the ultimate coffee and cake.
I've been thinking pastry. Well, because no coffee's complete without pastry.
Yeah, so we're going to do cinnamon rolls, or our version of them, because they're already really popular, but also there's plenty of places to play with the flavours.
The best starting point for an Irish whiskey is just drinking it.
I was hoping you were going to say that, actually.
So we're going to start with the Jameson Original.
Okay.
Do you know what George Bernard Shaw actually said? Irish whiskey is like liquid sunshine, which I think it actually looks like it. Yeah,
It does.
yeah. Which really helps because there's no sun in Ireland. So. And now we are going to try this bad boy. So this is the Jameson Caskmates Stout edition.
I like whiskey and I like stout, and it sounds like you've combined two of my favourite worlds.
I also feel like we should hang out more.
Yeah, me too. Oh,
Is it good O or bad O?
that is a good oh.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that to be that different. This might sound really complicated, but it's got sweet and bitter. It's higher and lower.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take higher and lower.
A good buttery pastry is quite rich, especially we're going to pair it with an Irish coffee, which we know has got elements of cream in it, so it is quite indulgent.
Yep.
The lemon is just an element of fresh fragrance that cuts through that. That's all the dry stuff. Now with the wet. 1 egg, melted butter, milk. So what we're aiming for here is kneading it. If you're doing it by hand, you probably need like 10 minutes. If you've got it in a machine, 5 is usually enough until it's soft and elastic. And because it's enriched, it's a really nice dough to play with. This proved you can do in a fridge overnight, or about 2 hours in a room temperature. Place it back into a bowl, cover it with cling film, and leave it for a couple of hours to double in size.
Back at the whiskey tasting, Jamie realises he may have found his soulmate.
I should have told you every single day that I love you.
How are those flavours getting into that whiskey when they're not in the original?
Well, yeah, so the barrel of juice for the original is an ex-bourbon. Ex-bourbon imparts like vanilla, for instance. So when you have that ex-bourbon barrel, it's had some whiskey in it, it's kind of given a bit of vanilla. We give it to a craft beer brewery and they've filled it with stout. Now what that stout has done is it has imparted flavour into the wood. So we get this barrel back, it's already had vanilla and now it's had stout. And all those are flavours combined somehow give like butterscotch, dry cacao, like a woody note.
What else do we need to do that's going to make our Irish coffee ultimate?
Don't let your cream sink in an Irish coffee. Never do that. You want your coffee itself to be like the right amount of sweet. You want a bit of flavour, but you also want the whiskey to come through. You don't want anything too overpowering, and then you want like a really cold cream on top. So it's got that layers. The cream coats your mouth. This hot sweet coffee comes through, and then the whiskey just finishes off in butterscotch goodness. So once you've got that foundation and that parameter set, play, have some fun.
Before Mike left, he left us with a flavour wheel, a whiskey flavouring wheel, that we have to work with now to make this cinnamon roll perfect.
So we've already put citrus into our dough, but then we have cardamom, cinnamon, plus, and this is a really nice one, ground coriander.
Where's
In the know.
The good thing is, turns out cinnamon buns was a good choice.
That's a relief.
The interesting thing is that we definitely know what components make a great Irish coffee. Now we've just got to make sure that we don't mess those components up.
Say when.
Stop.
2 fingers of coffee?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, go. Stop.
I tell you what.
This is easy. I think that's just borderline right because it's starting to seep in. So it's good, but I've tasted a lot better.
Right now, layers of butter and sugar between every roll of bread. It's a pastry. It is a pastry, but it's kind of bread. It's like a bread pastry.
Oh, brioche, isn't it?
Once we've rolled it, 1-2 centimetre slices all the way along.
Okay.
Gives you a spiral, and then stack it into an oiled cast iron pot. Cover them up again. Give them another hour to brew while we preheat an oven. Ready to go.
We good to go?
Second proof, egg washed, oven, 190 degrees, 20 minutes, and then like 10 minutes of cooling.
I don't think anyone has taken Irish coffee this seriously before.
Right. No, I know. What I'm saying is that's 25 mil. That is a
what I'm
shot.
saying is, are you picking that up? That's a lot.
Right. Less than last time.
See, that's better rhythm, isn't it?
Feels better actually.
Yeah, because before you're just like...
Yes!
It should be nice and golden, have a bit of a spring back. And then to make a glaze, icing sugar, the juice of the lemon we zested earlier.
And are we stealing their syrup?
Well, if we're trying to pair it with their Irish coffee and they've used ginger syrup, why don't we? Plus a pinch of celery salt.
Oh, yes, mate. You brought that back round. I thought that was curdling. I think that's the one. That's amazing.
I've never had an Irish coffee like that before. That's great.
Should we do a sexy one?
Let's do a sexy one. I don't think we've done a bad job.
It looks like we've done a good job.
That is a strong Irish coffee. Cheers.
Cheers.
Now this is about the 6th iteration, so we've really tried.
Okay. Together?
Together.
See, I'm always very conscious about drinking it because of that.
Oh, that is.
There's no pretty way of drinking this.
I have to say, we've done a fantastic job.
That's very good.
That is warming and sweet and spiced and delicious.
It's, you go into it and you go, first, I didn't realise it was going to be a cold Irish coffee. And you get through and go, oh, it's not.
Yeah.
And they merge, and boomtown, they
That
get
is
it.
exactly
They
what
get
Ronan
it.
told us was like the magic.
That is the
We
magic.
made the Ronan magic.
Well, let's try your buns.
Try it with a bun.
I mean, these are
Still
great.
warm.
It's not just a cinnamon bun, is it?
No. That's so soft.
You're going to dip it, aren't you?
Well, we had this conversation. I don't think it needs. Oh, okay. You made your mind up.
I think you might be right there, Baz.
Or you've gone deeper.
That's a game changer.
It's unbelievable. It's definitely frowned upon, but stuff it.
Some would argue that what we did was overkill, but we tried to absolutely nail this, didn't we?
Yeah. I think we've done it.
Very much recommend that you get the recipes for both of those because they are different class.
Yeah. We obviously seem to think that we did a very good job.
We did, didn't we?
We did, but we'd love to know how you thought we got on. Please comment down below and let us know. Also, what would your ultimate coffee and cake have been? Would you have done it completely differently? And
very nice.
you've also introduced me to my new BFF, Ronan.
They're going out straight after we close this fridge door.
Definitely.
Going out, I mean going outside. Going out. What you like, mate? You've got to read that.
Thanks.